Yep, I'm back to making part 2 of this one. Now we're at the epilogue. So, a lot of things I want to point out. What I do like about both Disney versus Marvel villains and the DC versus non-Disney villains, each of them are the battles of two categories. I'm not sure if I met anyone who thought of the idea of like, oh, Disney versus Marvel, that's just another version of Disney villains war. Or DC versus non-Disney villains, that's just a version of non-Disney villains war. No, they're not. Each of them are the battles of the two categories. It's just Disney villains fighting the villains that are made from Marvel. And this one in particular, it's not the other version of non-Disney villains war. It is the battle between two categories. The non-Disney villains fighting against the villains from DC. So it's not another war of non-Disney villains tournament. It's a battle between two categories. So yeah, that's basically what this is. Just thought I had to point that out. Okay, we're in the epilogue, and we see Cobra Commander and Deathstroke have noticed that. How did that whole thing go again? Man, I'm a bad nerd, aren't I? Yeah, Deathstroke and Cobra Commander find their source of information has been compromised. Yeah, on the file from Lex Luthor, he's like, you losers ain't gonna get my files. Nope. I wonder if he's gonna be thinking, of course you realized this means war. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, Shendu is mad at their failure after they lost the talisman from Catwoman, but Belmont promises Shendu that they will get the rest. Then we see Talia al Ghul has, along with Selena Kyles, given Talia the talisman. Interesting, you're switching her with the Batman, which is actually the show's called The Batman. Yeah, it kind of makes sense for them to be the same, because it'll just be weird to see them in two different characters. But making them the same, that makes more sense. And it's kind of interesting, you got two lovers of Batman teaming up. Then we see Brainiac in his lair, or actually taking all the data information up on Earth, and is being... And we see Black Knight wants to make an alliance with Brainiac.
Under my protection, who knows? There may even be a promotion in it for you.
Then we see Kent Mansley along with Amanda Waller after the failure of attacking Brainiac. And he's sitting down. Yeah, that's my reaction there too, Kent. Like, what? You want me to break into a maximum security prison filled with psychopaths and also people that are... Well, Arkham Asylum is like a mix between a prison and an asylum for crazy people. Which is kind of odd in a way. Mixing a prison and an asylum together. Now that you think about it. Why would Amanda Waller want Kent Mansley to break into Arkham Asylum? Then we see Black Mask is hiring an assassin. And that's Slade. I'm guessing this is from the Young Justice version. I have not seen many of the Young Justice episodes. I know of it. But I know Slade from Teen Titans. That's the one where my older brother watches. Then we see Roman Torchwick claiming himself to be the leader of the gang of the Jokers. Wouldn't it make more sense if the Joker was the leader of the Jokers? But Warm and Torchwick, I guess that's interesting. Then we see Clarion meeting up with someone he finds amusing. Ah, Cinderfall. Yeah, she's one of my favorite villains. Then we see Rupert and Rothbard meeting Cersei. And they all teamed up. Then we see, I think that's Black Adam, wasn't it again? Yeah, Black Adam. After he got his butt kicked by Zigzag, he then meets Ares and they both teamed up. Well, offers Black Adam an alliance. And then we see Ramesses meeting Zigzag. And he wants Ramesses to have an alliance with the One Eyes. Which he has no choice but to accept. Then we see Flog and Skeletor teaming up with one of Mumra's minions with those Thundera crystals. Then we see the Dredge Empire. We see the character called Sinestro. I have no idea who he is. It's another example of who are you and why should I care? The Dredge Queen has given him an assignment. I have seen Titan AE, and it's a pretty good film. I just don't know who Sinestro is.
As a reward for today's conquest, your whole world may well be uncontained, bringing it up. This time is called.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Darkseid is gonna give Kal-El, or as we all know him as Superman, somehow corrupted, I guess, to have his own world. Then we see Mog using the code of Zod. Wait, is Mog gonna team up with General Zod? Oh, sorry. Didn't know what happened. I got a pause accidentally. So that was the DC versus non-Disney villains round 2. Part 2, of course, because the whole thing is the epilogue. It was pretty good, and also amusing, just as Disney versus Marvel villains. So yeah, this is going to keep playing Wielder 2, and may your heart be your guiding key, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe.